Let's be honest. Most people today are not living up to their potential. We live in a world where comfort is everywhere, food delivered to your door, entertainment on demand, and every excuse at your fingertips. But deep down, you know something is wrong. You feel it every time you hit snooze, every time you break a promise to yourself, every time you let another day slip by without progress. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, we'll get serious next week, but tomorrow never comes. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you become a little weaker, a little more lost, a little less like the man you want to be. But what if I told you that the harsh truth you need to hear isn't new? That centuries ago, a man named Miyamoto Musashi, one of the greatest samurai to ever live, had already diagnosed the disease of weakness and offered a cure so direct, so brutal, that most men today would run from it. Musashi wasn't born a legend. He was born into chaos, orphaned as a child, forced to fight for survival in a world that rewarded only the strong. He didn't have time for laziness. He didn't have patience for weakness. He built himself day by day into an unbreakable force. Just with the sword, but with his mind. So why do you feel stuck? Why do you keep making promises to yourself and breaking them? Why do you look in the mirror and see someone you barely recognize? The answer is simple, but it's not easy. You've let comfort win. You've let your mind become soft. And Musashi's advice for men like you? It's not gentle. It's not motivational fluff. It's a slap in the face, a call to arms. Before we dive into Musashi's harshest lessons, I want you to pause. Ask yourself, are you ready to hear the truth, even if it hurts? Are you ready to stop making excuses and start building real strength? If you are, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below. What's the one area of your life where you know you've been lazy? Your honesty might be the first step toward real change. Let's begin. Musashi's first rule. Do nothing which is of no use, Musashi. His most brutal advice starts with a single line. Do nothing which is of no use. Think about your day. How much time do you waste on things that don't matter? How many hours do you lose to scrolling, gossip, mindless entertainment, or worrying about things you can't control? Musashi believed that every action should serve a purpose. If it doesn't make you stronger, wiser, or more disciplined, cut it out. No excuses, no negotiation. Contrast framing, modern comfort versus samurai brutality today. We're told to treat ourselves, to take it easy, to listen to our bodies, but Musashi's world was different. There was no safety net. If you were weak, you died. If you were lazy, you lost everything. He didn't have time for self-pity. He didn't wait for motivation. He acted every day with ruthless focus. Musashi's second rule. Resentment and complaint are appropriate, neither for oneself nor others. Weak men complain. They blame the world, their parents, their boss, their luck. Musashi's advice? Stop complaining. Stop resenting. Every second you spend blaming others is a second you could spend getting stronger, he wrote. Resentment and complaint are appropriate neither for oneself nor others. If you want to stop being lazy, stop wasting energy on things you can't control. Take responsibility for your life, no matter how unfair it feels. Musashi's third rule. Do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. How many times have you started something only to quit when it got hard? How often do you let your mood decide your actions? Musashi's advice is simple. Don't trust your feelings. Don't wait to feel like it. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't want to. He trained in the rain, in the cold, when he was tired, when he was afraid. He knew that feelings are temporary, but habits are forever. Step by step. Musashi's path to strength. One, cut the useless. Audit your day. Write down everything you do. Cross out anything that doesn't make you better. Replace it with something that does reading, training, learning, building. 2. Kill complaints. Every time you catch yourself complaining, stop. Replace the complaint with action. If you hate your job, work on your skills. If you're out of shape, start moving. If you're lonely, reach out. 3. Act without waiting. Set a daily standard. Wake up at the same time.
Train at the same time.
Do it whether you feel like it or not. The more you act without waiting for motivation, the stronger you become. You might be thinking, but I'm not a samurai. I have a job, a family, distractions everywhere, Musashi would say. That's just another excuse. Strength isn't about your circumstances. It's about your choices. Let's see how this works in real life. Let me tell you a story not about Musashi, but about someone like you. Let's call him David. David was 32, stuck in a rut, always tired, always behind. He wanted to change, but every time he tried, he quit. He blamed his job, his childhood, his luck. He scrolled for hours, watched videos about success, but never took action. One day, David stumbled on Musashi's rules. He decided to try something different. For 30 days, he would live by 3 samurai principles. Day 1. David wrote down everything he did in a day. He was shocked at how much time he wasted. Late night TV, and mindless snacking. Day. He replaced them with reading, exercise, and planning. Day 7. He wanted to complain. His job was hard, his body ached, his friends didn't understand. But every time he caught himself complaining, he did 1 push-up instead. He replaced words with action. Day 15. He started waking up at 5:30 a.m. no matter what. Some days he hated it, but he did it anyway. He realized that every time he acted without waiting to feel like it, he got a little stronger. Day 21. He faced a setback. He overslept, missed his workout, and felt like a failure. But instead of quitting, he remembered Musashi's advice. Don't depend on feelings. He got back on track the next day. Day 30. David wasn't a samurai, but he was no longer weak. He was building discipline 1 day at a time. Setback and recovery, you will fail. You will have days when you want to quit. Musashi failed too. He lost duels, made mistakes, wandered for years. But he never let comfort win. When you fall, remember, weak men stay down. Strong men get up. Again and again. Identity shift. After 30 days, David didn't just have new habits, he had a new identity. He was no longer a man who waited for motivation. He was a man who acted no matter what. It's a final reflection and call to action. So, are you ready to face Musashi's brutal truth? Are you ready to stop being lazy, stop being weak, and start building real strength? For the next 30 days, cut the useless, kill complaints, and act without waiting. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for anyone else. Do it because you're tired of being weak. If this video gave you a new perspective, subscribe and join our community of men who refuse to settle for less. Comment below what's the one habit you'll commit to for the next 30 days. Your story might inspire someone else to start their own journey. Thank you for watching. Remember, comfort is the enemy, discipline is the cure, and every day is a chance to become stronger.